Good evening, everybody, or good morning, wherever you may be on this beautiful planet of ours. And welcome. Hope we're all ready for another half an hour, 20 minutes, some time anyway, spent not only radiating the healing energy out to everybody, but also to keep some for ourselves. Because in the more peaceful, better state of mind we're in, the more effective our healing energy will be. So before we start tonight, we're just going to say hello to a few people. Doris, Sarupa, Amanda, Karen, Orla. I'm going to say hello to my darling when she's not here yet. Tanya. Although Helen's my darling, not Tanya. In case there's any misunderstanding and I'll get kicked anyway. No worries. Okay. By now, I guess we're all sitting fairly comfortable wherever we are. With our feet uncrossed preferably, and our arms. Unless you're familiar with the lotus position and you're using that, then obviously crossed arms and legs is fine in that case. So let's all of us just take one or two nice deep breaths in. Just inhale and then just hold it for the count of 3 or 4. And then slowly release it. And let's try that one more time. And just hold it for the count of 3 or 4. And then nice and gently release it. And the purpose of that before we begin is to really get ourselves in a nice quiet place, a quiet place within ourselves. Okay, so now we should be fairly at peace with where we are and ourselves anyway. Let's make a start. Right. We take a nice deep breath in, but we're breathing in the healing energy. And I like to see it as like a blue mist. I find it easier to visualize than a light. Whichever works for you is fine. Nothing's right or wrong in this case. So breathe in the blue energy and take it deep, nice and deep down to the very pit of your stomach. And then exhale, and as you do so, be aware of some of the negativity, some of the hassles, the worries, niggles of the day have left you. And we take another nice deep breath in. And as we do so, there's more healing energy pouring into us with each breath. And each time we exhale, we're aware of some more negativity within us, gradually dissipating away. And we ask that that energy, that negativity we're releasing, just be transmuted into unconditional love and then return to the universe from where it came for others to use. And as we continue to breathe in and out, we become aware of the blue mist that began to form and gather in the pit of our stomach. It's gradually spreading out because it needs more room. From our stomach it comes up into our chest, and as it does, it goes through the rib cage, through the lungs, up to our heart, where it just slows down a little bit, and it becomes more intense around our heart, as it helps the heart maintain its own rhythm, and the peace and calmness that in itself begins to generate within us. And at the same time, it spreads downwards from the pit of our stomach. And it goes down through the abdomen, then the pelvis and the hips, and works its way down our thighs to our knees, where it stops also for a little while. As it becomes more intense around our knees. And as with the heart, the healing energy almost massages our knees to get rid of a lot of stress, where a lot of us carry the stress. Strange, but there it is. And as it does so, it brings our knees back into balance, back into being all that they can be. And the blue mist begins to move up from our heart up to our shoulder blades, where it lingers and also feels like it's massaging our shoulder muscles, releasing the tension that's still locked in. Massaging with very gentle and yet firm and assuring touch. And we gradually become aware of our shoulders begin to drop as they relax. And from our knees, the healing energy moves downwards, down through our calves and our shins, down to our ankles, to our toes, and even a little beyond the soles of our feet into the ground that is beneath us. And the healing mist spreads from our shoulders, down our arms, down through the elbow, down through the wrist, and right across our hands, all the knuckles and all the joints are all being very gently massaged by the blue healing mist. And as we sit in our chair, we begin to feel the effect of this healing energy within us and what it is doing for us, and how much more relaxed we are than when we first began. And as it does so, our body begins to become in total balance with itself. So it is one, or we have become one big ball of healing energy. And within this space, if you have any dis-ease within your body, whether it be physical, emotional, or mental, just consciously focus the healing energy into the part of your body where you are aware of that dis-ease. And now we radiate the healing energy out in all directions from our being. And it just becomes stationary for a short while we invite all our loved ones and relations, people that are very near and dear to us. We invite them to become a part of this blue healing energy with us. And some will choose to and some will choose not to. That is not a problem. It is purely a matter of choice. And we just notice that those that have joined us, how peaceful and relaxed they have become. And now the mist begins to move further out from us, where we just invite people who perhaps we'd call associates, acquaintances, people we know but not to a deep level. And again, we invite those also to join us. And again, some will choose to, some will choose not to. It matters not, it's a matter of choice. And again, we become aware of the newcomers that have just joined us, the effect the healing energy has on those folks. How they seem more at peace, more relaxed, as they too gradually become more balanced within themselves. And now we become aware of the mist is moving further out from us. With each breath we take, with each in-breath, we notice that the blue mist is spreading further away from us. It comes into us and then through us. As it begins its journey, covering the surface of our planet. And as we see it, as we see the blue mist gradually enveloping the whole planet, and as we look at our planet, we see it almost wrapped, completely covered in the healing mist. And as it does so, just focus on any hospitals, any place of care, whether it be in a hospital, a clinic, or the people that are at home that have a loved one caring for them. In any environment, any example of care being given and received, we think of those places and those people involved in offering the sharing. And the person it is being shared with. And we see not only this happening to people, but we see the animals, whether they be domesticated pets, farm animals, wherever they are, in zoos, in jungles. We ask that the healing mist be very intense around these creatures, these animals, as it helps to bring their life to the way it should be. And we think of also the trees, the bushes, all of the plants that grow on our planet. We ask the same for them, and the birds in the sky and on the ground, the fish in the ocean, and even in the deepest oceans. We ask that the blue mist be intense, working its magic. And at this point, we call to mind the battle, the trouble the people in Ukraine are having to deal with. And we ask that their pathway, their journey, be made perhaps easier, certainly less painful. Let's just take these last few moments to really concentrate on focusing the energy in those certain areas which we've mentioned, or ones you know of, especially people you know of. Let's just take a minute where we ask that the healing light, the healing mist, be with those people we know who are suffering any form of dis-ease. And we ask that the healing light be with them, the healing mist be with them all the time it is needed and that it has work to do. So we sit for a few minutes and visualize all the healing activity within ourselves, within others, and especially on and around our planet, and with every other creature that calls it home. And in these last few moments, be very much aware of the energy, the peacefulness, the calmness you have around you and within you. And enjoy that feeling. And bring that feeling back with you now as we start the return journey. As our awareness gradually returns to our body, bringing with it the memory of that feeling you have. And may it stay there all the time it is needed and beyond. And so now, I'd like you just to rub your hands together, rub your feet together, to make sure you are fully grounded before you continue on with your day. And always be aware of the healing energy within you, always ready for you, and to share it when and where appropriate. So finally, once again, I'd like to thank you all for joining us again for this healing group. Thank you for being a part of it and joining us tonight. Do have a good week and take care of yourself and your family and friends. And it is time to leave. So once again, thank you all, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.